Carlos, hey man, how you doing, man? J Mac, what's good, man? Little cracking OG, how you doing, man? Hey, I saw that email that you sent me back, man. I shot you a reply. Check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, I'm just chilling, y'all, out here late night. I know I ain't slid through in a while, so I got a couple steaks on the grill. I'm just sitting out here chilling, man. So I thought I'd come through for a hot minute while I'm waiting on this barbecue. Dominique Mayweather, what's going on? The homie hangout, what's going on? Rascal, how you doing, man? Hey, for those of you guys who may not be aware, or if you are aware, definitely go check out the homie Hangouts channel, man. He definitely got some great content all the time, man. Real level-headed, intelligent dude. And so you guys go check his page out, man. It's the homie Hangout if you guys are already not familiar with it. Oh yeah, man. Hey, Rascal. So it was late night for me, man. Man, and I messed around and eating some. Eating might be the last time I get to enjoy old steak. I went to the dentist yesterday. They told me they gotta take it out. I don't really want all my teeth snatched out, man. So I told him I'd get back to him on that. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely don't want my teeth out. Sorry about that, y'all. I gotta flip these steaks real quick. Gotta say, lately you've been dropping some fire stuff, but you always was, real intelligent and logical, man. And so I've always enjoyed your content. Uh, Homie Hangout said, "What about implants and bridges?" Yeah, I guess that's gonna have to be the route that I'm gonna go. Even though that stuff is expensive, and I don't have no dental insurance, so I better hurry up and try to grab some. I actually I had got a root canal on these same two teeth, and they thought they could save both. Yeah, I originally got a root canal, and they had tried to save two of my teeth, was only able to save one, and they got a bridge on there, and the bridge broke, and I think that's that other tooth that cracked. I initially thought the cap that they had put on that came off. So, but when I went in, they said it was my tooth that cracked, and it's been cutting the side of my mouth. That's why lately I threw up an old reload or two because I've been. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do something, man. Oh, looks like G Vid Gambino music bumping too. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it, man. So like I've been telling everybody, man, so that the intro to or the complete song of Still Stepping is finally finished, man. I didn't wasted more time and money on that song than probably all the songs put together in my lifetime, man. So I got it done, I think last Sunday, but then as I listened to it, I think the ad libs are a little bit too loud. So I may go back and this weekend and get the ad libs turned down. Then after that, man, I'm ready to go. Shoot the video for it and throw it on the streaming sites and drop it, man. When a person drops a song or whatever, you never know what song is going what song is going to pique the interest of the people who like your music or whatever. But had I known people would have enjoyed that song this much, I would have put it out much longer. And I didn't realize it's been 2 years. And I probably could have had a lot of likes on that song, man. But hopefully it'll still do okay, once I drop it, man. Yeah, Rascal, he says dental without insurance is crazy expensive in the U.S. And not to mention, like I said, I just went and got a root canal maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, and then I got another procedure, so I'm already stuck paying two dental bills on that, which is those things are expensive, man. So, man. Uh, hey, I must have missed this, man. Eric Gallarado, excuse the mispronunciation. Eric Gall- Gallarado, what up, chill? Been watching you from the start. Got an MC channel. I got an MC channel by Intellect. We should spit something. Think you'd kill a '90s boom bap? Oh yeah, most definitely. Even though I'm not Eric. I'm not familiar with what you're saying. You said you got a MC channel by Intellect. we should spit something. Okay, yeah, let's get together and do something, man. But you gotta be a little more informative on what you're talking about, so I can know where to find your channel. Is that on YouTube, or where do I find that channel at? Oh, yes. You know what? You guys forgive me, man. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab. I forgot to get a plate to snatch my steaks off. I think they might be ready, y'all. Forgive me. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Damn it. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. My apologies. Snatch these steaks off. Ah. Oh no, they're not ready. No, they're not ready. No, I think Rascal, I think that's the reception on my end. A few times when I first started, it was going in and out. So I think, yeah, I think it's on my end. Robert Allison, what's going on, man? I'm just chilling, man. Just hanging out late night, doing a little barbecuing. Homie Hangout says, curious, where did you learn about the technical side of music production? Well, I didn't. So, and considering that I've been away from the music for a long, long time, everything has changed, drastically. And from the way they record and all that stuff. And so I'm still trying to pick, especially that side of it up, but I go to a studio, and the guy, he does all that type of stuff. And then it's, when I get in the car and I listen, I kind of hear something that I may like or dislike or whatever. But so yeah, I'm still learning as I go, though. Leandre, what's going on, man? He said, what's on the grill? Oh, I got a couple of ribeye steaks on here, man. Dimitri Harlan says, yo, chill, do some more animated videos. I see a few people saying that, Dimitri, and the only problem with that is those animated videos were extremely expensive, and they just wasn't getting the views that I hoped that they would get, and so really I was losing money on those. The only person that was making the money was the dude who was doing the videos, and so that's the reason why I backed up on that. Even though you have a lot of channels that are extremely successful doing animated videos, what I've come to realize in doing YouTube is people give me 1 second. People tune into certain pages for certain things, I guess they may like certain things about a certain a certain type of dude's page, right? Even now, I think they tune in to me for the stories and sometimes the comedy. When I would have my homies call from prison and tell their stories over the phone, those videos wouldn't do too well. But now you have a channel called Stories from a Current Prisoner, and he does the exact same thing, have people call in from prison and give their stories, and his channel is doing great. So like I say, I believe people tune into his channel for that type of thing. They tune into my channel for the comedy, for the stories, and I was making the point to say the same thing along with the animated channels. You know, I know there's other animated channels that do extremely well, but the majority of my people don't tune in to my channel for the animated stories. You know, the people who like the animated stories, I guess they go where the animated stories are the main thing. And so, you know, that's for whatever reason the animated stories didn't do well on my page. Hey Antonio, hey, how you doing, man? Dante Garner said, "Where that Fox story, man? I gotta hop on that Fox story. You know what? I did half of it a while ago, but lately it's just been so damn hot out here in California, and I make my stories in my little man cave, man, and it's been burning up out there. And so I tried to turn the fan on, but then it blocks out it the noise of the fan. I'll definitely get on those as soon as possible." Killer B the barber, what's going on, man? Oh, okay. Eric, good looking out. He says, I would recommend you checking out Studio 15. It's a great pro music mixing and mastering, beginner friendly and all that. Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, when I first got out, my cousin told me, you know, to spend the money and invest it in getting my own studio and blah blah blah, get the equipment. And I wish I had I wish I had have, because after a few trips to the studio, you know, that stuff gets pretty expensive, man. And by now I could have had all my equipment. At the time, it just seemed, you know, when I was unfamiliar with technology and all that stuff, it just seemed too mind-boggling and also too too timely, you know, for me to try to rap to mix and stuff and all that. But now, you know, as I'm learning a little bit more about technology, I see that it's not quite as difficult as I thought it was. Killer B say medium rare on them steaks. I can't really do the medium rare. You know, I can maybe go a little medium, let's say medium well, or I really used to like it well done. Now I like to go a little under well done, whatever that is. I think it's medium rare, but I want to go a little over medium rare. I don't really like too much, you know, too much red in my steaks. A lot of people say if you go past medium rare, you know, you cooking all the flavor and stuff up out of them. But I don't like to see no bread dripping out of them, especially, you know, no blood and all that stuff dripping out of my steak. So the dude Don Hefe, who shoots my videos, he gets this big old giant steak called a tomahawk steak. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a big old giant steak. Too Black, hey, I appreciate it, man. He said salute to you, hey, I appreciate it. Chris, what's up, chill? Well, I'm just chilling, man. J Mac said, yo, let me get one of those steaks. Hey, look at here, J Mac, man. Look, I ain't ate all day, man. These things is tasty, man. I ate a bag of popcorn and some potato things from Starbucks early this morning, man. Hey, man, look, I'm supposed to knock both these steaks down, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. Hey, Trey D, I appreciate it, man. He says, I appreciate Trey D says, I appreciate the stories and the music, man. Yeah, yeah. Homie Hangout says that's true. That channel was built around that style, but unless a household name is on the phone, it's hard to get the same results. Yeah, and like I said, that's because with me, I always say that doing the YouTube was just something that I started. I just happened to do just on a just on a spur of the moment type thing. The studio dude that I used to go to, he happened to get sick, and so I was trying to keep my page, keep subscribers coming through. I just started telling the stories. For me, it wasn't planned. I didn't know nothing about you, and so I see that certain. I get you for that particular thing, and so when you go outside of that, it's kind of hard to get viewers. I don't know if YouTube keeps you in a certain genre or keep you in a certain little bubble or what, but you know you may even have a story about some rapper getting killed. In other pages, they might do a story on it and they get 100,000, 200,000 views. I'll do a story on it and maybe get 2 or 3,000 views because I don't think that's what people tune in to my channel for. And so then lately I picked up this new job and I'm definitely not being consistent or as consistent as I would like with my uploading. And it's really my views it really went down. Uh-oh. Somebody letting off some fireworks. Then I definitely gotta start going live more often, man. And so the EP that I have been working on that's complete too. Still Stepping was the last song. Actually, I think I might have even went a few songs over an EP, so I might even just turn it into just a maybe a 10 song album or whatever. But I hope to mid September uh have that still stepping up and available, and then start dropping videos. I start dropping just a lot of videos to the songs, and I'm gonna drop a few videos to uh some songs that I did on my 2 previous mixtapes. No, what is it called? Free Gas, No Charge, and the B&G mixtape volume 1. I was listening to that the other day on the CD, and I got some pretty good songs on there. I hadn't listened to it in about a year or two, and so I'm gonna definitely that inspired me to definitely shoot maybe a couple videos and put them out there and see what you guys think. Big Freedom says, "Bro, I need you to interview Peanut from the Macon family." Um, I don't know. I've never done time with either one of them, but of course, I've heard their names a lot, being from the same area. And I had one of my partners reach out to him, man, and Big Jake, what's going on, man? I'm just chilling, man. Steve Johnson, hey, thank you, I appreciate it, man. I'm just chilling, man. Eric Galarado says, or Gala Gala Galarado. Yeah, it does get mad expensive, but I understand where you're coming from. Oh, that has to be a tough transition. Now that you are a little more advanced in it, you should invest OG in music program. Oh yeah, most definitely. I actually got a music program on my computer. I think it's Logic. And now I realize that having a computer is really just the main thing. So I need a mic and a mic and I forget what they call that thing, but yeah, basically I need just to spend another few hundred dollars, and I'll have my own studio and stuff, equipment and stuff, so I can start recording here, which will definitely be better in the long run. Okay, Eric says on my YouTube, okay, Intellect, all my music has been mixed and mastered by myself. Well, yeah, I definitely check that out, man. Intel Kit, or however you say it, it's because it's not Intellect. Intel Cat. Okay, so I definitely check you out, man. Raha, is it Rockman? Hajizi says, "Have you spoken on the Black Sam interview yet?" No, I haven't spoken on the Black Sam interview yet, and actually I haven't watched it. I've seen, when scrolling through YouTube, I've seen things mentioned about that, and to be honest, that's probably something that I wouldn't touch. That's probably something that I wouldn't touch anyway. With all that stuff that's involved, that's a lot of stuff that's definitely, definitely evoke emotions in certain people, and since I'm not from that area, I just feel it's not my business to have an opinion one way or another about that, so that's probably something that I wouldn't publicly address. Steven Sharon says, "What's up, bro? I'm from Sac, and I really fuck with your stories and all. Keep doing your thing. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man." Big Freedom say, make me feel good, bro, when you interviewed brothers from the Dino. Hey, Big Freedom, you know what, man? It's crazy because San Bernardino actually has a real. I don't think a lot of people know, man. I'm assuming that you're from San Bernardino. San Bernardino has an extremely rich history, man, and a lot of interesting things that occurred out there. Especially in them early '80s, '90s, man. But not too many San Bernardino brothers want to do interviews, man. And so that's the thing. I would love to interview more of them, because like I say, by being from the Inland Empire, I know it's a lot of stuff that went down out there in those '80s and '90s, man. And but a lot of dudes don't, they don't want to do interviews or for whatever reason. So Rascal from Homie Hangout, like I said once again, man, if you guys haven't checked his channel out, definitely um, be sure to go over there and check his channel out, man. I always check it out, right? And he always has great content. But he done an extremely great piece on the riot that happened between the Southsiders and I believe it was some white dudes in Vegas at a prison. I think like 2 or 3 white dudes got killed, and he was always, his content is always extremely interesting. And what I like about it is it's unbiased. It's always unbiased, man. And by me doing some time, he's gonna give you his opinion, but it's not gonna be biased. He's gonna give you a lot of facts, and it's always a lot of good content, man. So if you guys get a chance, go check that out, man. The name of his show is called The Homie Hangout. Player Whelm said, "You might have known my father." Possibly, man. What was his name? Or if he done any time, do you know his nickname? Because a lot of times people will say, my dad, his name was Curtis Smith. But a lot of times, especially people who are involved in gangs, or a lot, and not necessarily have to be involved in gangs, but more people than not have a nickname in prison. God Goose said, "Chill, do you still make spreads?" No, I don't, man. I haven't made one in a long time, man. Um, but when I first got out, I was trying to find the type of rice and beans they sold in prison, and I was able to find some at Smart and Final. But after a while, they was no longer available. Give me 1 second, you guys. Get up here and take this steak in or whatever. Matter of fact, you take it. Smaller one. North Highlands. Stephen Sharon says, "Have you been locked up with anybody from North Highland, GC?" You know what? No, I haven't. That's one hood that I haven't had that I haven't heard of. North Highland Gangster Crip. Yeah, that's that's new to me. And also, I haven't been locked up with anybody from Redlands. Any brothers from Redlands? Those are two places in the IE that I never done time with anybody from those areas. I had a homie though. I think it was the homie T Roll, rest in peace, from Colton City. I think he said he done time with somebody from Redlands, but North Highland, no, that's new on me right there. Big Freedom says, what type of work are you doing? I'm doing non-emergency medical transportation. Uh, I can't pronounce his name. Or is it Arthur Nee? Arthur Nee Reese said, "Would you ever film a rap video at Walmart?" I wouldn't be opposed to it, depending on if you know it fit what I was talking about. He says an album you should kill like 10 or 12 tracks. Yeah, I think I got 10 or 11 songs, and so I might just do a six. I might do a 6 song mixtape and then just come right back and drop another one, or I might just go. I might just go with an album. Lately, I've been seeing where a lot of people have been saying, just it's best to just drop singles, drop a lot of singles and videos and stuff. So I may try that. Oh yeah, Rascal, definitely, man, definitely. He says, I've been thinking of doing a video with tips I learned. We can connect offline. Okay, most definitely. Homie Hangout says, Cholo Juan vibe. I've heard a few people talking about Cholo Juan. I haven't had a chance to check him out yet. Kevin Hunter said, "What up, cuz LBC, homie? Hey, how you doing, man? I was locked up with a lot of cats from Long Beach, man." Oh, okay, okay. He said his intellect is just spelled different. Okay. Romy 16, thanks, I appreciate it, man. Kingdom John says, keep up the work. You're doing all of us empires love, and I will invest in you. Indugu. Tell chances. Doja, the young general, said, inland up and stay away from that la biz. Most definitely. Really in the field, P. Would you go on no jumper if they called you? Hell no, man. And that's real talk. Maybe about 2 years I would have went on no jumper. My buddy had turned me on to it. My buddy Don Hefe, the dude who shoots my videos, man. But his show now is it's in the trash, man. I think Adam 22 is a sucker. I think that he tries to pit the black community and the Latino community, not necessarily against each other, but he uses the beefs that they're in. He tries to make money off those, and he tries to use, if you happen to have a Hispanic beefing with another Hispanic, he tries to he plays both ends of the fence, and the same thing with the blacks. If the blacks is beefing with somebody, he may have me on the show one day, and the dude I'm beefing with, he'll have him on 2 weeks later, talk stuff, act crazy, play dumb like he don't know what's going on. He'll say disrespectful things. So he definitely adds fuel to the fire. So no, I wouldn't, and it's a shame that, you know, I seen some dudes on there, man. Some dudes that used to work on there. They would get on there, and when Adam would say something kind of crazy to whoever he was interviewing, they'll lightweight protect him. And oh man, no, you ain't gonna do nothing to Adam. Man, you gotta let a man be a man. If the man's foul or disrespectful, let that dude handle his business. Now Adam turned around and got rid of a whole lot of them. So it's crazy. But no, I wouldn't mess with Adam 22 at all, man. No jumper. Okay, the broke boss says, chill. You should get with DP and do an interview with a lot of people. Digging both of y'all now. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, man. But if you scroll through my playlist, I've actually interviewed Damian Porter already. The name of that interview, I think, is the deadliest the deadliest prison in Cali, or the most dangerous prison in Cali, the deadliest prison in Cali, something like that. I interviewed him when he first got started. Uh, what's that? King Dojan says, "Ask who I am, Brody. Yes, we do. I can get you along." He says, "Ask who I am, Brody. Yes, we do. Oh, I can get you a long of interviews. Get at me. I guess that's you're trying to say I can get you a lot of interviews. Well, yeah. How do I get at you, man? You may have to just cause I'm getting ready to hop off this thing, man, and go knock them steaks down. So you may have to just shoot me a message on my email, 16 to life music um at gmail.com, and then if so, you can go to my descriptions in any one of my videos, and you should see my emails up there, or just go to my page and um I forget exactly where it's at, but just go to my page and yeah, look through my descriptions of the videos, and you'll see it in there most definitely. Kevin Hunter says, I want to holler at you, man. Okay, just hit me either. You can either hit me on Instagram at 16 to life, all one word, 16DALIFE, 16 to life. And it's the one with the cartoon character for a profile, because I think I created another one before I done that one, and so the one that I'm on all the time is the one with the cartoon character for a profile. Or you can email me at 16 to life music at gmail.com. That's 16DALIFE at gmail.com. 16 to life music at gmail.com. Kevin Hunter said Northside Long Beach, on me four corner block. I don't know if I done no time with no four corner blocks. No, I done some time with of course, Insanes and 20s, uh Mac Mafia, uh I think a couple of Brick Boys. I had a celly who was from Two Ends, but Four Corners, yeah, I don't think so. Oh yeah, Rascal. Hey man, you already know, man. No, go ahead, man. No hard feelings or whatever. If you happen to, take something that I said and turn it into a short, this is what I trip on, right, Rascal? I don't know how you feel about this, right? And everybody is, due to their own. Everybody is due to their own feelings or opinions on this, right? But you have some content creators, right, who will put some stuff out there, then they'll get mad or get upset if somebody reuse it or whatever. Like, I don't care if say if I put out a video and I got some exclusive footage, say about a fight in Calipatria, then if you reuse it or whoever reuse it, I don't care about that stuff, because of course we know as content creators, in the first 3 or 4 days, most of the time our video has maxed out. I've had a few interviews where 4 or 5 weeks later they'll suddenly pick up steam and just go crazy or whatever. But for the most part, the videos max out and they peak out in the first few days, right? And so if I put up a video of a fight in Calipatria, then you reuse it, whatever your video does, it's not taken away from my money. YouTube's got a whole lot of money to pass out. So I just trip on how people be some content creators be so sensitive, about, oh man, the guy used my content and all that old type of stuff. I don't care about none of that, man. And, I look at it like, I like to see everybody get their bread, man. Everybody get paid. You put your content up, whatever you put up is not gonna stop people that likes to watch and what I watch. They're not gonna stop watching what I watch. And then I also notice when I go to the people in the prison genre, I'll see a lot of the same people who watch my content watch your content. They watch the cartoon five trades content, just for an example, and all these other dudes who do these prison stories. So I mean, people are gonna watch what they're gonna watch. But I just so yeah, I don't. If you ever see something that I use, man, don't even feel like you have to contact me if you want to reuse it, man. Tony Will says, you seem like a cool dude. Your stories are life lessons. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. A lot of times I get every now and then a naysayer in the comment, and hey, chill, man, you're not doing a good job of being a role model, or trying to steer people right. And I've never ever once said, I'm coming on YouTube to try to change people's lives, man. I come on YouTube for the entertainment. If you happen to get a different perspective on life, then that's cool, right? Definitely doing all the time that I've done, it changed my perspective on certain things. And yeah, I'll share that with you. I'll share that with you and say, hey man, I don't think this is the route to take. But also, being a youngster at one point in time who was caught up, heavily in that type of lifestyle, I know that regardless of what some individuals say, it's going to be some youngsters where you are not going to be able to reach, get through them. They're going to have to experience what they experience in order to come to their own realization, right? So, yeah, I don't come on here as a role model, man. I come on here for the entertainment, man. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. When I got that first YouTube check, that's what inspired me to keep going. Had my first YouTube check, had it been a couple dollars, or because I had no idea what YouTube was paying, right? Um, I probably wouldn't still even be doing YouTube. So it's just that's just me, right? So like I say, I'm here because it's an easy pay, and then stuff like that. So everybody comes on YouTube for a different thing. I don't necessarily come on here to try to make a difference in the lives of people out there, man. It's people that I know personally who I deal with. Of course, it's been a lot of people who have reached out to me because of me doing YouTube. And when they reach out, yeah, I do try to help in this and that, but that's not my main focus, right? I'm not on here to, how you have some people say that, hey man, if I can come on here and just change one person, I've done my job. I'm not one of them people, man. I'm on here, you know what I'm saying, just to have a little fun, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Bengali said that's a trip. You can't find some of the ingredients we used to use to make spreads in the joint. Yeah, you know what? I even called the companies that sell packages and was trying to see if I could get a package sent to my house. But then you have to order the package and send it to the facility. Because I guess shoot, after you eat something for a period of time, some of that stuff becomes tasty and good. So yeah, I haven't made a spread in a long time, but I wouldn't be opposed to making a spread. Kingdom IE says you don't me comments in Dugu. I don't know what that means. Hey, yeah, thank you, Rascal. I definitely need to go. I definitely need to go live more, man. So thank you for popping in with me. It's just like I say, I be so sometimes so pressed for time, man. With I got this new job now, and it's oh man, I'm kind of regretting a traditional schedule. My schedule was just depending on what time I have to pick somebody up and take them to the hospital. So one day I may start work at 5 in the morning and don't get off till 9 or 10 at night. Then the next day I may not start again till 11 or whatever and stuff. So it just all depends. So I don't have a schedule. So and that's something that's kind of frustrating because it's taken away from me, doing my YouTube and stuff. Uh, Byron Taplin says, you ever come across any Crips from San Jose? Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Matter of fact, Wino, I believe Wino was from Seven Tree, which is in San Jose, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? So if you go to the name of that story is I think it's called the IE versus the Bloods or something like that. That was one of my first stories, and actually in that story, that was one of the stories when I was giving out real names. After a while, I stopped doing that because, of course, if you happen to mention somebody's real name or you happen to mention somebody's hood in what is perceived as a negative light, people are emotionally invested in those type of things, man. And some people get in their feelings, right? So that's something that I had stopped doing, right? But yeah, he was the he was the catalyst of that riot that we got into um, with the Bloods. Wino from Seven Trees. So yeah, if you go to that story, IEs versus the Bloods, yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Initially in that story, I couldn't remember exactly where he was from, right? But yeah, he was from San Jose, if I'm not mistaken. And then I've ran across a few more. I can't recall right now, but I've definitely, for the most part, man, any hood in California that's especially Crips or Bloods, for the most, especially if their hood has been established for a while and it's a relatively decent sized hood, then I've definitely probably encountered somebody from that area. King O King of Doze of John. What is your name? King O Doze and IE. What about us inlands? I don't understand the question. G Money G Code. What G Money G Code? Chill. What's up? Looking in from Queens, New York. Oh man, I'm just chilling, man. It's crazy, right? Because um before I got out, I was looking for a rap name, right? And I was almost gonna call myself G Code Johnson, right? I didn't want to go with Chill because you got too many people already rapping under the name Chill, man. And I was gonna use G Code Johnson. And I think when I got out, I think I had looked it up on YouTube and I seen a lot of people already had G Code. So that's how I ended up just going with 16 to life. Jay Breeze tapping in from Vegas. Hey, what's going on, Jay Breeze, man? I hope to get out that way probably in a month or two. Go out there and chill again. I got some family out there and a lot of homies out there. I haven't been out there in a minute, so I'm gonna slide back out that way, man. Yeah, Bengali says I don't fool with no jumper. Yeah, in my opinion, no jumper then went down the drain, man. It's just controversial and stirring the pot. And then that dude, man, I call him man, pathetic fatso. I think it's poetic Flacco, but I call him pathetic fatso. That dude is a cold dude, man, cold dude. Now that dude is on there and he has co-workers, Brick Baby and some of these other dudes, and that dude, he don't care about nothing as far as when it comes to, in my opinion, he don't have no morals when it comes to making a story. Now you're you're in a working environment with this dude, Brick Baby, man, and you'll make a story about this dude's potential involvement in the murder of who was he talking about? The rap Quando Rondo, or whoever he claimed and accused this dude of possibly having something to do, with the murder. I mean, that was just a cold situation. I mean, you are potentially indicate me in something that could cost me my freedom or possibly get me killed. I mean, with all the followers that dude has, I'm sure anything that he does a story on is going to do good numbers. So I mean, you couldn't have came up with something else to do a story about. And then he also does stories about DW Flame, and he does stories about DW Flame's beef with Brick Baby, and I mean, he has been around street dudes, and how this stuff can get out of hand. So I'm not just to be on a panel with dudes in a working environment, and these dudes all of a sudden start beefing. These dudes are gang members, and I just continually do stories about, he said this, he said that. It just, to me, man, that dude is a cold dude, man. Dude is a cold dude. Oh man, somebody hit me with a King Kong hit me with a super chat. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. He said, oh, $2.99 for cash when he gets out next week. Okay, I'll definitely slide it to him, man, and let him get him some dog bones when he parole, man. And then somebody else hit me with a $5.99 cash app. It's not showing the name right now. Let me see who. Oh, the homie hangout. Okay, oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, Rascal. And like I say once again, man, if you guys are not familiar with his page, the Homie Hangout, definitely a good page on YouTube, man. Go check him out. Go watch him. He got some good content. He's extremely logical. And what I like about his content is it's always informative. He's not one of them dudes that just gets up there and rambles and speaks or whatever. He seems like he's well prepared when he's addressing subjects and topics. And then he seems like a logical, pragmatic individual anyway. So, yeah, I definitely enjoy his content, man. Some of the content that I watch right now, I watch the Homie Hangout. I watch Damian Porter, man. He definitely has some real intriguing stories. I don't see why his numbers are not higher. Maybe unfortunately for him, he may have started doing YouTube stories when it was just saturated. Like for me, I got lucky. I came in at a time when there were not a whole lot of at least black prison YouTubers, especially talking about California. And then I also came in and I started doing stories when it was COVID. So I think that played a part in, me initially getting the run or the boost like I got. I just happened to get lucky and come in at a good time, man. And like I said, my first check was, and I was gonna do a YouTube story about that. I probably will too. I don't believe my first check was typical. And so I was surprised, man. I was extremely shocked, you know what I'm saying? And so I just think I just came in at a good time, So, but Damian Porter, man, he has some extremely good stories, talking about prison, the county jail. His stories is always violent, and if you like, that type of interesting stuff that goes on in prison and jail, man, his page is the page to tune into, So he has some good stories, Of course, Banky Pound. I watch a lot of dudes. I try to support all the dudes doing prison channels. I try to support them, but like the channels that I watch, on a regular basis, um, sometimes, and they vary, depending on how much time I got. They vary, because to keep it 100, what's the dude's name? Renegade Media. He has some interesting stories, and he has some good content. Also, uh, it's a few of them out there with some interesting stories. Interesting content and stuff. But regardless of all the time that I did, it's intriguing that I still find these stories intriguing. I guess in some type of ways I'm still slightly entertained by the lifestyle, or whatever. But and not necessarily entertained to the point where I want to hop back in it. I'm just still entertained of it's interesting stuff. It's interesting stuff that goes on, and then also it's also kind of well, it's not kind of, it's definitely also sad, man. I seen a post the other day, or earlier, was it earlier today, about the rapper YBL Duel or whatever, the Philadelphia rapper who was digging up somebody's grave, and he got killed or whatever. They showed the dude at a shooting range, man. The dude was shooting a gun. He seemed like if they would take that gun away from that dude and he went to prison, he wouldn't stand a chance, man. It's just crazy how these dudes it's just crazy how these dudes, man, chase this street fame, I guess, or whatever, and let it trick them out of their lives and out of their freedom. And like I say, shit, it tricked me out of my freedom. And when I went to prison, I was a small dude, and so and that's the whole purpose sometimes of that. Well, I don't even know if I released that yet, man. But in that still stepping, I'm saying, are you still gonna be a gangster when your pistol is gone? When they take away your pistol, if you still can't be as tough with your pistol, or excuse me, if you can't be as tough without your pistol as you were with that pistol, when you go to prison, you're in trouble. If you're not willing to pick that knife up and put in work, and man, if you out there doing this and you doing that, man, and now you 5'9", 135 pounds, and you scared to fight, you scared to be violent, you're gonna be in big trouble when you go to jail. And so yeah, but what goes on with some of these stories are still extremely interesting, man. Oh man, Eric says, "Hey, homie, hang out. I've never seen or heard of you, and I'm gonna check you out." Well, yeah, most definitely check him out, man. Definitely check him out. All his content is good. Like I say, I suggest starting off on. I forget the name of that story that he did, man. It was a riot in a Nevada prison, but it's he had a real he got a lot of information. It was real detailed and extremely good, man. But like I say, his content is all good, man. Says homie hangout has FEMA content. Steve Johnson, what's going on, man? All right, hey y'all, I appreciate y'all for sliding through, man. I'm just go down here and knock my steaks down, uh, so I can hop up in the morning, man, and get on this road, man. Hey, everybody, thank you for tapping in with me, man. I appreciate it. Everybody, enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Have a good one.